Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is Days of Our Lives edition. All right, we're gonna get right into this. You know how we do. A scale of 1 to 10. I'm gonna give it a 7. I don't know. So that's not a good sign, right? That I can't really remember what the episode was about. Um there were certain parts that were really good. Maybe a 7.5. It depends. Okay, so let's just get this over with. Um Lucas and Marlena talk, and she says she has hope. She knows something's going on because the one with Roman included all of them, including Lucas. So she knows something's going on between Lucas and Sammy, maybe getting married again and everything. But she has to go, and so Lucas goes inside and he sits down and he talks to Clyde, and he said, "I thought that was you." But anyways, Clyde said, "I knew it was you or whatever." He said, when um, what's his name when EJ was in prison, he talked a lot about you. Oh, I'm sorry. Today is June the 9th, 2022, Thursday. He said when he was in prison, he talked a lot about you. He liked to talk, and he said that you framed him, that he was innocent, and you were the one who actually kidnapped Sammy. And Lucas was like, you can't believe anything he has to say or whatever. He said, but I didn't know you would get that close to him. And so he was telling him about being in prison and everything. He said, maybe it's a good thing he didn't he turned down my offer because I have another offer. And Lucas said, I'm trying to stay out of prison so you can keep it, whatever. And so Clyde was like, all right, well, just let me know or whatever. I'll be talking to you. So then we see, um, that, Lucas, he leaves Lucas because Clyde tells Lucas, if I were innocent and I wasn't guilty of what EJ was accusing me of, I would be like really defending myself. So that's Clyde letting Lucas know, you did that. I know you did that because you're not acting like an innocent man. And Lucas was like, why would I do that? Like he said, I am mad and I'm angry about EJ making these accusations. But I'm not. Who's worried about EJ? And Clyde was like, all right. And so then when Clyde leaves, EJ, there's a drink sitting there that Clyde, I guess, had. So that's it with that. So then we see, who do we go to? Y'all, let's go to um okay, we're gonna go to Abigail. No, Kate and Chad are talking, and he tells her that he had to let Abigail know about what was going on because she was gonna go and see the man in Wisconsin, and she was gonna find out anyways. And he doesn't want her talking to a dangerous man because Kate was like, "Why didn't you just let her go?" And it was like, Kate, it was gonna come out. He said, "So to keep her safe, I had to tell her," and she was like, "Okay, I get it." And he tells her, just he says, I know you're worried about Lucas or whatever. She says, you're always looking out for me still. And he says Lucas will be fine. No one's gonna tell anything. Abigail's not gonna tell. And she was like, yeah, okay, but I have to tell. She's gonna have to tell Lucas about it. And she just hopes it all works out for them because they cannot have this secret getting out about Lucas kidnapping, being the one to kidnap Sammy. And so then we see Abigail is talking to Susan, and Susan said, "There's a strange vibe in those tunnels or whatever." And she said, "Yeah." Tommy said it was a tooth fairy in there, and she said, "I'm gonna go down and look." And Susan was like, "I'll go with you," and she was like, "No, it's probably nothing." But Susan was being Susan, and she was like, "The tooth fairy owed me $1.50." And Abigail was like, "You mad at the tooth fairy?" She was like, "She owed me $1.50 or whatever." So then Abigail gets a phone call and it's Gwen asking her, can she please come to the jail? I said, oh, Gwen gonna tell her that Leo is after her. No, child. Abigail hangs up on Gwen, and Susan says, it's probably good that you don't go because I'm getting a vibe. It's probably, just stay away from her. Abigail, you should have listened. So she goes to the jail anyways because now Gwen is in her head and she wants to know what she wanted. And when she gets there, Gwen is trying to give her a mug because tomorrow is Jack's birthday. And she's like, please give him this mug. Y'all, the mug was tore up. What Shanae they say, toe up for the floor. But she wanted that man to have that mug. Girl, get that man that mug. Don't be like that. Baby, Gwen said, you tormenting me, not telling me if you killed my grandma or not. And you want me to do you a favor? Okay, I'll take it. She took that mug and held it to the side and dropped it. Dropped it And then I was supposed to do a song, and I said, no, 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 you already undid the other one. Let's keep it moving. All right. And then she stomped on it. I said, now, Abigail, this why you going to die. This right here is why you're going to die tomorrow. And she stomped on the mess. I said, this is your last moment you want to be on the soap. And Queen said, why you do that? She said, girl, I did you a favor. That was ugly. She said, but you asking me for a favor after you put me through hell, and now you won't even tell me if you killed my grandma or not? Please. Don't ask me. And so she leave, but Gwen tells her, I'm going to make you pay. I see. She was like, "Yeah, you're in prison and where you should be and all that kind of stuff." So then Abigail and Chad meet up later, and she tells him what she did, and he said, "Well, what was her reaction to it?" She said, "She said she gonna make me pay." I said, "You laughing?" But what Susan tell Abigail when Abigail said, "I'm not a cat." When cat have 9 lives, she said, "I'm not a cat." She said, "Famous last words." Yeah, you laughing right now? Okay, sis. So, anyways, moving right along, we see that who else did we see on this show? Y'all, then we see that Marlena goes over to Jan and Sean's place, because that's whose place it is now. She goes over to Jan and Sean's place, and she sees and she's doing her first therapy session. Now Jan all nervous, trying to get everything looking right for Marlena, because she's like, most therapists don't come here, but because it's ankle monitoring, I'm high risk pregnancy, I can't go to my therapist or whatever. And Sean was like, it's cool, Marlena, she'll be fine. It won't take much to impress Marlena. She's here to help you. And Sean really wants her to get help or whatever. I don't know what you did with the remote, Mama. Go get me the remote. And Sean really wants her to get the help that she needs. And so Marlena comes in, and okay, so Marlena come in, right? And Sean says, I tried to reach out to Belle. Is she there? I might go see her. Because she was about to leave, right? And Jen was like, where are you trying to go? Where you going? She said, I'm just asking, and because I need to know in case something happened with the baby. So Sean tells her, I'm going to see Belle or whatever. And Marlena said, she not there. She not there. Let me come closer because I'm whispering this because it was secret, secret. And Marlena trying to say this so Jan can't hear, but Jan is like this. She like me. What you saying? But Jan is like, Marlena said she's not there. He said, where's she at? He said, and Marlena said she got upset when she found out that I was counseling Jan and she didn't come home last night. And he was like, well, where's she at? And she said she's at the Mirror Mansion. And he said, oh, heck no. I'm gone. I'm going to go and see Belle right now. And Jan is like, I said, Jan, you're a mess. You're a mess. You know you did this. So Marlena is in her session with Jan, and they talking, and she said, you need to feel the pain that those other people feel. And Jan, oh, I feel it. I feel it. She said, I'm in labor. I said, baby, labor don't work like that. I don't know why the soaps and stuff and people, like, there's too many. Well, maybe just didn't work like that for me. I was like, I didn't feel it like that. I didn't. Like, it hurt. I mean, you start feeling cramps and stuff, but it wasn't like I was like, oh, God. In the first 2 minutes, like, it's not like that. Well, it wasn't for me. It might have been for y'all, so excuse me for diminishing how you felt. But anyway, so Jan is all like, "Ah, I need you to call Sean." And Marlena's like, oh, I didn't sign up for this. So then, so Shauna ran over to the Mirror Mansion, right? And Susan all up in there listening to for spirits because she said, I'm trying to find the tooth fairy because Belle and uh EJ done came down because they was upset. She was like, I was trying to give you your robe and all that because EJ only got a towel on or whatever. And she was like, I was trying to give you your robe and stuff like that. He was like, no, it's cool. And he said, did you get your breakfast? She said, I never got it. Yeah, you didn't get it because Leo was down there eating it. And she said, no, I never got it. The cook said he made it, and Harold said when he went to get it, it was gone. And it was like, maybe it was a little fairy. I said, ha. Okay. So then they end up going down, they getting dressed and everything, and they go downstairs, and Susan says, wait a minute, I'm feeling something. And they was like, what? And she said, what's going on right here? I feel some vibes going on between the two of y'all. Are y'all together? And Sean walked in and said, I want to know that myself. And so And now Belle is like, "What are you doing here?" He said, "You didn't go home last night." She said, "We are legally separated. I don't have to tell you where I'm staying." True. And so then Sean is like, I knew it. I knew. Sorry, I knew it. I knew you was trying to get with EJ. I asked you, were you trying to get with EJ, and you told me no. But seeing y'all together right here, I knew I knew exactly what it was, and that's exactly what it is. You were trying to get together with EJ, and you tried to make me believe that that wasn't what was happening when I knew it was. And so Belle is like, it don't matter what's happening right here, and um excuse me, Susan said, "You can't talk to them like this in my son's house." He said, EJ, stand out. Because EJ said, "You don't have to listen to this, Belle, and she's free to stay here as long as you want." And Sean said, "You need to stay out of it. I'm talking to my wife." And Susan said, "In my son's house." I said, "Susan, just be like me and be that fly on the wall listening." Because at one point, Susan was like, and I was like, "That's me. I'm trying to catch every word that everyone speaks." So then Sean just told Belle, you went from saying you couldn't be at the house to being at your mama's house and all that to now you representing EJ, and then you started you and EJ were just friends or whatever. Now you're sleeping with him. She said, "First of all, I am not sleeping with EJ, sir." She said, "But you are the one who got Jan pregnant and now she's living at the house." And Susan said, "What?" And Sean said, it wasn't like that. But anyways, at the end of the day, they tell Sean, "You got to go because we don't want you here, and we're about to go and enjoy this brunch, and you're not invited." So, and Sean was like, whatever. But Sean wasn't fit to leave. But then he get a call from Marlena. Right now, remember, Jano's sneaky self asked him where he was going, and that's when she figured out he was gonna be at with Bill. So now all of a sudden, Jan is having labor problems, and Marlena has to call Sean and tell Sean Jan is in labor. I'm not saying Jan is lying because they did admit her to the hospital, but I'm just saying sounds suspect to me. And so anyways, he leaves, and Bill says it's too early for him to for her to be in labor. And AJ gonna tell Bill, "Well, maybe you might be in luck and the baby die." I see what EJ was trying to say, but it sounded heartless. And so then we go to the hospital, and Sean says, "Marlena, where is she?" And she tells him they admitted her, and she's in this room, and he go and see her. She says, "Sean, I'm so worried. I'm so worried," and all that. And that was the days of our lives, guys. I'm not gonna hold you long on this. It was a 7. It was a 7. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be back tomorrow for the final video of the week. Even if you don't subscribe, that's okay. I will still be doing these videos for you, but please hit that like button for me. It helps my YouTube get pushed out there. And I want to thank you. Bye.